here's Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I have a parcel for you. I have done very similar parcels to this before, and I'm being slightly controversial because the paper that I'm using, which is the brightly gleaming paper, is not available in Europe, and I don't think it's available anywhere else at the moment, but I have an alternative. And it's gorgeous paper, and you may have it, so if you've got it, you can use it. But it's the brightly gleaming paper. It is really pretty, which is clearly why it has already sold out. It's got copper embossing on it, and it is divine. It is in Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, and Very Vanilla. But as an alternative that would still work with the ribbon, I'm going to now make one using the Noble Peacock Specialty Designer Series paper, which is in Blueberry Bushel, Old Olive, and Pretty Peacock. It hasn't got the copper embossing, but I don't think that's an issue. It is also a slightly heavier weight paper. It's more of a cardstock, and this is it cut, which gives you the clue that I am using the dies that go with the parcels and petals, and the dies are called Perfect Parcels. They're in the annual catalogue. They come with this lovely stamp set if you wanted to bundle them. They were one of the sets that was in the 3-day extravaganza, so if you've got it during that, well done you. If not, it is still available as a bundle, which of course saves money, and it's great for all occasions when you want a quick parcel. So let me show you how it is made. You need 2 of the parcel dies cut. I hope I'm going to manage to... No, I'm not. I was hoping to be able to line up... Oh, I've not done badly. The pattern. You need a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, but you only need it cut at, I want to say 4 and... Well, you can just about get away with 4 inches. I went for 4.5, but if you can get 4 inches, you could get 3 parcels out of 1 sheet of paper, but you'd have to be very, very careful with your die cutting. Let me get this stuck together. So we're going to fold along the score lines. We've got little flaps. We've got this angle here, which we want to fold up, and more folding. These little angles here we want to fold up. That we want to fold back. The rest of it should pretty much fall into place, but let me get the other bits done as well. That folds up. That's the important one. Remember, the triangle folds up so that when you've got the right side facing, you've got the back side of that one facing you. But it all does all of the cutting and scoring for you, which is just fantastic. And that wants to go that way, so there we go. Okay, tear and tape. It is just narrow enough for tear and tape, but I'm going to use tear and tape. You can use adhesive, as in liquid adhesive, which is back in stock on the 3rd of December if you're in Europe. You can buy up to 3 pots in any one order. We've been told that we have got coming over the next few months sufficient that under normal circumstances there would be sufficient for 2 years supply. I think Stampin' Up have realised that there may be a bit of panic buying. I would say don't panic buy, because there's lots of coming. It's coming in waves, so there's no need to panic buy. Just buy what you need as you need it and you'll be fine. But there is going to be, for the foreseeable future, a 3 pot per order maximum, just so that everybody has got a chance to order it. And it's 3 pots per order, not per person, so it's much better to order it yourself than to order it through your demonstrator, because we will only be able to order 3 pots, and if lots of people want it, we will only be able to order 3 pots per order. So yeah, lots of postage otherwise. I will have the new number on my website, which is linked below, but there will be a new number for the pot, for the glue. Right, okay, so, sorry, I was just checking there for a moment. We want to attach the flaps here, so make sure your score lines are lined up. That is the important bit. That is the absolute important bit. So line up your score lines across and press down. And then if you've got any bits overhanging, just make sure you tuck those away. And just, it's a box. It's going to be an even box. So if you fold your sides up, you should be there or thereabouts with everything lining up. And then just gently make sure that everything is properly adhered and you have the basis of your box. Fold it in both directions so that it gets used to the fact. And then fold in, and then with the small flap down and the large flap with the triangle sticking up, we're going to just do that and then add some adhesive. And this time I am going to use liquid adhesive because it's much easier. Just add some liquid adhesive to these flaps here. Don't go mad with your liquid adhesive because the more you put on, the longer it's going to take to dry. And, you know, you really have, I'm sure, more important things to do in the run-up to Christmas than watching glue dry. And for those of you in the United States, happy Thanksgiving, because today I believe is Thanksgiving. Right, now hold those in and press. Pop my lid back on, check the inside. Yep, we're good to go. Okay, so we need to make sure that that is properly adhered, which hopefully it is, because I didn't use too much glue. And then when you open it up, or square it up, those two rounded bits just pop into place, and there is your lovely neat base. That is your base. Now, if you're putting anything really heavy in, you could put a tiny bit of adhesive on, let me open it up again. You could put a little bit of adhesive on these corners here, but if you're putting something that's not too heavy, it'll be fine. The top then folds, so we want to go diagonal, diagonal, and down, and then the ends simply tuck in. Now it is easier with the designer series paper, the everything is gleaming or brightly gleaming, than it is with the Noble Peacock, but it's not impossible. You just tuck it in to the little gap here, and that is your box ready to go. And then bring in your what's this called, classic weave ribbon, and it's in very vanilla and copper, and simply wrap it round. Now you could obviously use the matching peacock ribbon, but as we're doing this for Christmas, I think it's quite nice to use the Christmas ribbon. And actually I'm going to use slightly less. I'm going to do a half knot rather than a full bow this time, so I don't need too much extra ribbon. Pop that there. Yeah, that'll be plenty. And then bring the ribbon round, keeping the printing on the outside, and then just trim the end. This is where I let everything go and it all falls apart, but we can get it back together. We can. There we go. So having got everything the right length, this end goes under here. Ooh, but preferably not into the box. This end goes under there, not into the box. Come on, there we go. And then we can tie everything in a knot. And you can actually get away with a half knot, but if you want, you can tie a full knot. And then just twist your ends. So you've got your two ends with the nice pretty printing facing out. Let's just trim it a wee bit. Now, if you've got a little more time, you can get it even, so you've got even lengths and Merry Christmas on both sides. I'm just going to trim it to length because I don't have the time. Well, we're at 10.5 minutes. I'm sure you've got other things to do. So there you go. 2 little boxes, one using the Brightly Gleaming and one using the Noble Peacock. The Noble Peacock works for Christmas. A peacock can be for Christmas. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you found that fun. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to leave a comment, you can do that below the description bar. If you don't already subscribe, you can do so by clicking on the button on the bottom right hand corner there. I would be really grateful if you would subscribe. That would be fantastic. If you're in the UK, you can shop with me and I will list everything I've used below. I will list the Brightly Gleaming paper, but it isn't available. I'm sorry. And you can also see close-up photos and all that good stuff over on my website, along with instructions for how to put the box together. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving if you are in North America, or the USA I should say, because I think Canada is a different date. And I hope to see you again very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye!